Remaining from the right side of the plate, he will face the left-hander, Miguel Del Pozo, his second inning of work. He worked a perfect fourth inning. First pitch, bunting and taking it back with a ball low, 1 ball and no strikes. Camargo bunting from the left side of the plate a few nights ago in Charleston was called out as he was stepped out of the box as he laid one down. Otherwise, he would have legged it out for an infield single. The 1-0. Squares again, takes inside, 2 balls and no strikes. They were teaching him how to properly push a bunt down the line, drag bunt, if you will. It's a learning process. The 2-0 takes inside, 3 balls and no strikes to Camargo. As he could square here, but he will not try to lay one down. The pitch from Del Pozo. Taking all the way for strike 1. 2-seam fastball comes right back over the plate. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Late on another heater, and it's 3-2. The payoff delivery. Taken outside. So he never made contact, but he reaches. Camargo, a base runner. Here in the 5th, and here comes Daniel Carroll. He is 2 for 2 tonight already. Comes up to the music, I'm in my zone, and he is certainly in a zone right now to start the 2014 season. A .412 average, and this being his 5th game played. And here's the pitch. He is bunting, and he takes it back. Misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. First walk issued tonight by Miguel Del Pozo. And on the season, that is his 4th base on balls issued to a hitter. Third baseman Juan Avila cheats in, expecting a bunt from Carroll. And a pick to first. It's thrown away from Munoz. Skips down the right field line. Going first to third will be Johan Camargo. A pickoff attempt gone wrong by Miguel Del Pozo. Del Pozo just plants the foot and then just tries to slingshot it over to the first base side, and he was nowhere near the first baseman's mitt of Felix Munoz. And Johan Camargo, reading all the way, catches the green light from Jonathan Scherholtz, waving him to third. And the base runner at third being Camargo, now the tying run for the Braves. It's an E1 in the books. And Carroll, the 1-0. Time called before that pitch. So the pitch will not count, although it would have been a strike right down the middle. No one asked for that time. Brad Polk called it himself. So no one out in the inning. The Braves tying run 90 feet away. And the actual 1-0 delivery. Squib to the right side into the seats. 1-1. Carroll, a double in the first inning, was left stranded. A single to lead off the third inning. Tagged from first on a ball hit by Joey Meneses to the warning track. And then he scored later on. The 1-1. Popped foul right side, back to the seats. 1-2. Carroll celebrated his birthday in a very unique fashion during the offseason, turning 25. He and his wife Chelsea had T-shirts made as he tried to get onto the show Price is Right. The 1-2. Popped up near the third base side, and coming on to make the catch, Juan Avila, for out number 1. To answer the question, he did not get on the show, but the shirts looked very fancy. A neon yellow saying, "It's my birthday, turning 25, pick me." But he did not make it onto the show. Carroll being from California himself, where the show tapes, not a far trip for him. So with 1 away, here comes Joey Meneses, a strikeout swinging and a fly to center. The infield will come in slightly with 1 away, and Camargo barreling down the third base line. Pitch from Del Pozo, misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Braves would love nothing better than to take the lead in this inning, but it starts with ringing that runner in from third. The 1-0. And Meneses is going to do that. Lined into right field, an RBI single ties this game up 5-5. We're back at square one. And again, it's the trademark Joey Meneses, opposite field, shot to the right side of the diamond. Just goes with the pitch. You cannot pitch to him. He's going to hit it wherever the ball is put. RBI number 6, and it's a big one. We're tied at 5. So here comes Victor Reyes. He reached on an error and scored in the second. And Joey Meneses takes off for first. It's going to be a hit and run. He'll go first to third as it squibs through the right side of the diamond. Excellent hit and run executed by the ROM Braves on the very next pitch. Meneses not a stolen base threat, but as he takes off, Avery Romero, the second baseman, has to cover, leaving a wide open hole on the right side of the field, which Victor Reyes exploited beautifully. Runners on the corners, and the Braves now could take the lead with one swing by Victor Caratini, who's already 2 for 2 tonight with an RBI single. He takes the first pitch down and in. 1 ball and a no strikes. So Johan Camargo led the inning off with a walk. He goes first to third on a pickoff attempt, gone awry. And then Joey Meneses, 2 batters later, lines him in, the 1-0. Breaking ball this time catches the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Very next pitch, Victor Reyes on a hit and run grounds it to the right side of the infield with Meneses taking off for second. The 1-1. And Caratini takes a second straight strike, 1-2. So 14 hits in the ballgame, 8 for the Braves, 10 runs in the ballgame, 5 apiece. The 1-2. Taken inside, it hits Caratini, and the bases are loaded. The catcher, Chad Wallach, doesn't seem to think it hit him. So the base is loaded for the Braves. Here comes Jake Schrader. He's already knocked in a 3-run homer in the second. And with the bases loaded this season, take a look at these numbers for Jake Schrader. A .667 average when the bases are loaded in front of him. He's driven in 4. Who else, I ask you, would you want at the plate in this situation? There's only 1 out in the inning. Even if it's not a hit, a sac fly takes the lead. The pitch. Taken for a strike. Outside corner, 0-1. Meneses at third, Reyes at second, and Caratini at first. 1 out in the inning. The Braves have tied it. They want to take the lead. Here's the 0-1 to Schrader. Fouled and a healthy cut. Fastball off the net, and he knew it. Just missed it. Braves had 2 grand slams last year, one by Josh Elander and one by Eric Garcia. Elander now plays in the High A Lynchburg. The 0-2. Breaking ball doesn't break, stays upstairs, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's in your mind if it's Jake Schrader, but it should be the farthest thing from your mind. Just try to get a pitch you can handle. A ball and 2 strikes. Del Pozo, the pitch. Curveball, got him looking on a strike, barely catching the plate. And Schrader still standing in disbelief. So that's 2 away, and here comes Blake Brown. He is struck out, and he's flied to right. He's hitting .500 with the bases loaded. And hitting .500 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. It doesn't faze him. Huge opportunity for the Braves. Here's the pitch. Taking strike on the inside corner. 0-1. A gapper would score at least 2. If it's in the right spot, Caratini comes around from first. Breaking ball upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Everybody clap your hands.
1-1, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and he paints the inside corner again to Blake Brown. 1-2. Don't want to leave your teammates stranded. These opportunities come few and far between in ball games. The 1-2. Taken inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brown, who did not even appear ready as that pitch came. He had barely gotten the bat onto his shoulder. Miguel Del Pozo comes with a 2-2. Take it inside again. A full count to Blake Brown. Del Pozo seems to think they are strikes. So it's a full count, 3-2 to Brown, with the bases loaded for the Braves, 2 outs in the inning. And Del Pozo has faced 1 batter in his career coming into this inning with the bases loaded. And the 3-2 is sent to right center. It's going to clear Delfrey Perez to the wall. Everyone's going to come around to score. A 3-run double with the bases loaded by Blake Brown here in the 5th. Makes it an 8-5 Rome Braves lead. And again, Blake Brown going opposite field. Takes a fastball down at his shoes, golfs it into right center, and brings Meneses, Reyes, and Caratini all the way around. It is 8-5 Braves. Again, Blake Brown steps up in a big situation for his team. And we'll have a visit to the mound once again from Jeremy Powell, Grasshoppers pitching coach. I spoke of the 1 at-bat Del Pozo had with the bases loaded. It was a hit, and 3 runs were scored off of him. So he has not fared well when teams are surrounding him on every base. Now it's just 1, as Brown stands at second, clearing them with 1 swing. Mikey Reynolds, 1 for 2, steps in. Still 2 outs in the inning. The pitch fouled behind the net, 0-1. So a 3-run double for Blake Brown breaks this game open for the Braves. From the stretch, Del Pozo. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there to Reynolds. 0-2. The 0-2 to Reynolds. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball out in front. Leaves a base runner stranded, but the Braves